Those Oklahoma producers that have fall calving herds are only a month, maybe just 3 weeks away from the start of the fall breeding season. So now is a good time to make sure that the bulls that we're going to use in that breeding season are ready to go. First of all, if we're going to have what I call a multi-sire pasture, where we're going to have more than one bull in the breeding pasture at the same time, we want to have those bulls all ready together in a trap so that they can get the social order figured out. Bulls are going to fight and figure out which one is the dominant male, and might as well get that done ahead of time. We don't want that fighting taking place in that first week or so of the breeding season when we'd like to get a majority of the cows actually bred. Second of all, if we're going to use both young bulls and old bulls in multi-sire situations, as much as possible, I'd recommend that we keep them in age groups going into the breeding season together. In other words, mature bulls together and young bulls together. That older, bigger bull becomes more dominant, may actually cause some injury to the younger bull, and we end up with a situation where we don't have as much bull power in the breeding pasture as we first expected. If we're going to try to do that, I would really suggest that we put the mature bulls in the first part of the breeding season and then bring the young bulls, the yearling bulls, in to the last, say, 1/3 of the breeding season. That way, they've actually, the younger bulls have got another 1 to 2 months of age. They're more mature, and they've got fewer cows to actually inseminate and get bred. Finally, this is the time to go ahead and visit with your local large animal veterinarian and schedule breeding soundness exams for the bulls that you're going to use. That way, you have a sound breeder going into the breeding season, rather than finding out next spring if you do the preg checking then, or worse yet, next fall when you have very few cows that actually have calves due to the fact that you had an infertile bull in the breeding season. Schedule that with your local large animal veterinarian now so that you can get that testing done. While you're visiting with your veterinarian and doing the testing with those bulls, I suggest also that you visit with him or her about the need to have the bulls tested for trichomoniasis. That's a reproductive disease of cattle that we can do a good job of eliminating from our herd if we'll properly test them, especially bulls. So visit with a veterinarian about that particular problem. Now's the time to get those bulls ready for this upcoming breeding season, and I think you'll be glad when you do the preg checking next spring. We look forward to visiting with you again next week on Sunup's Cow Calf Corner.